Khloe Kardashian recently opened up about the emotional complexities that define two major relationships in her life: her marriage to Lamar Odom and her highly publicized relationship with Tristan Thompson. In a candid conversation, Khloe revealed that the heartbreak she experienced during her split from Lamar ultimately gave her the strength and resilience she needed when Tristan cheated on her just days before she gave birth to their daughter, Thompson. It's not often that someone finds grace in pain, but Khloe seems to have done just that. Her journey is a powerful testament to survival, growth, and knowing one's worth. When Khloe married Lamar Odom in 2009 after a whirlwind romance, it seemed like a fairy tale. The couple got married just a month after they met, and for a while, they appeared to have it all. But behind the glamorous facade, Lamar was battling substance abuse and struggling with fidelity. Khloe tried everything to keep their marriage alive. She supported him through rehab, tried to create a stable home, and even shielded him from the consequences of his actions as much as she could. However, the emotional toll became unbearable, especially when infidelity rumors became reality. Khloe recounted a particularly harrowing incident that left her shattered. She walked into a hotel room and found Lamar in a situation that confirmed her worst fears. Despite how public the betrayal was, Khloe had to keep a brave face, especially with the constant attention from media and fans. What made things worse was her internal conflict. She loved Lamar deeply and felt an overwhelming need to save him from his demons. But as he once told her during one of their most heartbreaking conversations, "You can't want it more than I do." That statement, though simple, became a turning point for Khloe. It made her realize that she couldn't carry both their burdens, and that loving someone doesn't mean you have to destroy yourself in the process. The divorce from Lamar was long and painful. Khloe stayed legally married to him for years, even after filing for divorce, largely due to his overdose and hospitalization in 2015. She stood by his side during his recovery, advocating for his health and well-being even when they were no longer romantically involved. This period was emotionally exhausting, but it also began to build a form of emotional resilience in her. She started to understand the boundaries between supporting someone and losing yourself in their struggles. She learned how to grieve a relationship while still hoping for someone's recovery. And most importantly, she learned how to be strong for herself. Fast forward to 2016 when Khloe began dating NBA player Tristan Thompson. Things moved quickly, and the two soon found themselves expecting a child together. At first, it seemed like a fresh start, a chance for Khloe to have the loving family she had always dreamed of. But just days before she was due to give birth to their daughter in April 2018, videos and photos of Tristan cheating surfaced online. For any woman, this would be devastating. But for Khloe, who had already gone through an emotionally draining marriage, the situation was surreal. She was 9 months pregnant, about to become a mother for the first time, and the man she thought would support her through it all had betrayed her in the most public and humiliating way. In hindsight, Khloe acknowledges that her experience with Lamar helped her weather the storm with Tristan. She had already dealt with betrayal, heartbreak, and media scrutiny. She had learned how to compartmentalize her emotions, how to remain composed under pressure, and how to protect her peace. When the news broke, Khloe didn't lash out or implode. Instead, she focused entirely on her baby. She went into labor shortly after the scandal hit the news, and despite everything, she allowed Tristan to be in the delivery room. She later explained that her decision was rooted in wanting her daughter to have a peaceful birth experience, free from drama. It wasn't about forgiveness, it was about maturity. Khloe's ability to separate her emotions from what was best for her child is something she attributes to what she had already been through with Lamar. She had learned how to prioritize what truly matters, how to show grace even when it's undeserved, and how to stay rooted in reality despite emotional chaos. After True was born, Khloe tried to make things work with Tristan. They even reconciled at one point, but more cheating scandals would follow, ultimately leading to the end of their romantic relationship. Still, Khloe maintained a co-parenting relationship with Tristan, once again showing that she values her children's well-being over her personal grievances. What's particularly striking about Khloe's journey is how self-aware she has become. She doesn't pretend to have handled everything perfectly, nor does she claim to be invincible. In fact, she often speaks openly about her struggles with trust, her fear of being hurt again, and the long journey toward self-love. But what she does exude is a quiet strength, a sense of having been through the fire and coming out on the other side not just intact but wiser. She often talks about how she no longer tolerates emotional chaos in her life. Where she once might have tried to fix someone, she now focuses on fixing herself. Where she once might have sacrificed her own peace for a relationship, she now chooses peace every time. Khloe's growth is also evident in the way she talks about love and relationships now. She's cautious, but not jaded. She still believes in love, but she's no longer willing to settle for anything less than mutual respect and effort. She's open to the possibility of finding someone new, but that person would need to align with the woman she is today, not the person she used to be. And that woman is strong, self-aware, and deeply committed to her children. She's someone who has made mistakes but has also learned from them. She's someone who knows what it feels like to be at your lowest, and who knows how to pull yourself back up. What Khloe Kardashian's story illustrates so powerfully is that pain doesn't have to define you. It can refine you. The heartbreak she went through with Lamar could have broken her spirit. The betrayal by Tristan could have shattered her completely. But instead, she used those experiences as lessons. She let them shape her, but not shrink her. She became a better mother, a more grounded woman, and a more discerning partner. And perhaps most importantly, she became someone who finally put herself first, not out of bitterness, but out of self-respect. In sharing her journey, Khloe gives a voice to countless women who have faced betrayal, disappointment, and heartbreak. She shows that it's okay to be vulnerable, to make mistakes, and to take time to heal. But she also shows that with self-reflection and support, it's possible to come back stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Through her honesty, Khloe has turned her pain into purpose, reminding us all that even the deepest wounds can heal, and that sometimes, they can even prepare us for what lies ahead.